All rise. This court is out of session. The Honorable Judge Pulitzer presiding.
Good morning. Thank you. Go ahead and take a seat. State Texas versus Adam Williams. Good morning, Mr. Williams. Sir, can I have you raise your right hand? You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yep.
So you answer yes or no to me. Thank you. Let go of your hand, please. State your name.
Adam Curtis Williams.
Thank you, sir. You have been charged with theft as a third-degree felony. You have a right to hire an attorney to represent you. You have the right to have an attorney present prior to and during any interview and questioned by peace officers. You have the right to remain silent. You are not required to make a statement or any statement. You have the right to stop any interview or question at any time. You have the right to have an examining trial, and you have the right to request an appointment of counsel if you cannot afford one. So do you understand these rights?
Yes.
This time you have filled out the form, correct, sir?
Yep. Yes.
Sir, before you were arrested, you didn't have any kind of income coming in?
No.
You weren't receiving any kind of disability check or salary or anything?
No.
Okay, so at this time I do order that you do qualify for a court-appointed attorney. Since you're facing a pretty serious charge here, I'm going to appoint Mr. Stolley. Could you approach?
Present.
And Mr. Fugate. These are local attorneys that practice law here in this area. Mr. Stolley, do you accept this appointment?
I do.
Mr.
Yes,
Fugate?
sir.
Thank you. I'm going to hand you the file, sir. I'm going to give you some time to look over it and see what your client is charged with. And then you have any motions or anything you want to address with the court at that time, I will call it back up.
Judge, I do have some motions. I do have a motion for a gag order to limit parties from speaking to the press, among other people, including law enforcement. I have a writ of habeas corpus bond reduction. I have a motion for an examining trial, motion for speedy trial, request for discovery under Michael Morton Act, and a 404B request.
Your Honor, except for the gag order, we'd ask for a 3-day notice prior to the hearing of the rest of the motions.
Your Honor, we do also object to the cameras being in the courtroom based on the Sixth Amendment right to a fair trial before a jury. We have a lot of pretrial publicity. We may, in fact, have to be trying a jury for this charge or for some other related charges, which would prejudice any veneer panel.
Mr. Stolley, you can file these motions, and I will take them up on a hearing after the state has 3 days and time to prepare themselves for these motions. At this time, I will allow you to go into the jury room and meet with your client.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Go ahead and bring in Ms. Noverr.
Yes, sir.
Good morning, ma'am. Raise your right hand. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
State your name.
Amanda Noverr.
Thank you, ma'am. I'm going to magistrate you at this time. You have been charged with a crime. Looks like you're facing a theft. It's a third-degree felony.
Yes, sir.
You have a right to hire an attorney to represent you. You have the right to have an attorney present prior to and during an interview. You have the right to remain silent. You're not required to make any statement to anyone. You have the right to stop any interview or question at any time. You have the right to have an examining trial, and you have the right to request appointment of counsel if you cannot afford one. Do you understand these rights?
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, you have filled out an affidavit of indigence at this time, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Before you were arrested, were you making any kind of money or
No, sir.
salary or income?
No.
Okay, at this time, I am going to order that you did qualify for a court-appointed attorney. Is Ms. Harris here? Ms. Story, could you approach? This is Mr. Jim Story. Do you accept his appointment?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. She's facing a third-degree felony. She has a $1 million bond in place at this time. This is Mr. Jim Story. He's a local attorney, practices in this area. He's going to represent you in this case. Sir, if you have any motions that you want to file, you can go ahead and get those on record and file them with the district clerk.
Yes, Your Honor.
I will hand the file over to you. We will have to have Ms. Noverr meet with you, I guess, in the other jury room
Yes, Your Honor.
or in the
Yes, sir.
ODA's office. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. State anything else?
Nothing further from the state, Your Honor.
Thank you. Court is adjourned.
All right.